Hello students, good morning, it's Teacher Ham here and welcome back. Today I'm going to introduce a story called The Green Earth Project Week, which is Unit 16 of the Spacetown program for P3. Let's take a look at the content words to start off with. Polly, Mr. Lowe, Earth. Joe, Betty, Rose, and Denny. Film, junk, rubbish. Junk and rubbish are actually the same thing. There's just 2 or 3 words to describe that. So junk and rubbish are the same. Pollution, project, group. Groups, machine, week. Plan, build, Monday, Friday. Books, cone, things, box. Cans, bowls, bag. Plug, circles, gold. Tiny, pick up, save. Next to, a lot, wrong. Whole, smoke, last. Surprised, huge, amazed. Awful, worried, shiny. Excited, wonderful. And now some verbs, both simple present and simple past tense. Start, started. Fall, fell. Call, called. Paint, painted. Help, helped. Take, took. Talk, talked. Drop, dropped. Look, looked. Watch, watched. Draw, drew. Go, went. Glow, glowed. Okay, here are some content words now in context. That means that the word is within a sentence. Tell, told. Mr. Lowe told us to build a machine. Pick, picked. Polly picked up Joe. Another. Can I have another cup of tea, please? Class. I am in class 3A. More. I have more homework to do than you. Depollutionator. Polly cleans up rubbish. She is a depollutionator. Oh, I have left my phone at home. Other. An apple is a type of fruit. Other types of fruit are oranges and bananas. Okay, let's go to the reading time part of the video now. First of all, I would like you to take a look at the book cover, the front cover of this book, and see what you can see. Give you a few seconds to have a look, and I hope that you're looking at the title and also identifying the author and the illustrator. And the key questions, for example, who can you see? What can you see? Where are they? What are they doing? How do they feel? These kind of questions. Okay, let's look at the book terminology now. The title or the name of the book is Green Earth Project Week. 4 words in the title. The author or the writer is Joan Stone. Joan is a girl's name, so Miss Stone. And the illustrator is Molly Ng. Molly is also a girl's name, so Miss Ng is doing the illustration. The pictures are by her. Mr. Lowe is talking to his students. They're carrying lots of things, probably to make something. Let's see. They're standing outside a school, their school, called Creative Science Primary School, which is a very special school full of glass panels. And also if you look onto the roof, you can see solar panels, a satellite. To the left we have a rocket and also a rubbish bin. So it's very exciting, very creative. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's go to the back cover. We'll turn over now and we'll read what's called the blurb. The students at Creative Science Primary School have a project for Green Earth Project Week. They have to make a machine to clean up rubbish. Joe is in a group and he helps, but he is not very careful. Read what happens when Polly, the rubbish machine that the students made, picks Joe up because he has rubbish all over him. Okay, let's first of all revise the content words in the first three columns and then move across to the high frequency words. Let's start with the word last and work our way down. Last week, class started. Mr. Lowe, groups. Rose, Betty. Joe, group. Monday, watched. Film, pollution. Told, build. Machine, rubbish. Books, drew. Plan, helped. Talked. Green Earth Project. Polly the depollutionator. Okay, move up to the top now for the second column. Lot, next, plug, wrong, hole. Bang, smoke, surprised. Cone, bowls, cans, huge. Box, other, things, dropped. Crash, Friday. Painted, shiny, gold. Glowed. And the final column for the content words, starting with fell. Fell, paint, called, bag. Picked, clang, clunk. Took, awful, junk. Circles, tiny, amazed, wow. Another, more. Looked, oh. Wonderful, save. Earth, excited, worried. Let's move across now to the two columns of high frequency words, starting with our. Our, put, us, into, and, were, in, my, on, we, about, to, clean, up. First, found, some, of, but, he, the, there, was, after. Okay, back to the top for the last column. That, got, big, to, I, it, to, gave, she, went, ran, around, out, came, get, had, all, over, him, for, no, could, make, again, knew. Okay, students, give yourselves a clap. Well done. There's a lot of words to read there. Now I'm going to read the story for you. Let's start with the word last. Okay, here we go. Last week, our class started a Green Earth project. Mr. Lowe put us into groups. Rose, Betty, and Joe were in my group. That means Danny is the narrator for this story. On Monday, we watched a film about pollution. Mr. Lowe told us to build a machine to clean up rubbish. First, we found some books about pollution. We drew a plan of our machine. Joe helped, but he talked a lot. Next, we started to build our machine. Joe helped, but he put the plug in the wrong hole. Surely the red plug must go in the red hole, not the green one. Bang! There was a lot of smoke. Mr. Lowe was surprised. After that, Betty got a big cone, 2 big bowls and some cans. Rose got a huge box and I got a lot of other things. Joe helped, but he dropped the cans. Crash! Mr. Lowe was surprised. On Friday, we painted our machine shiny gold. It glowed. Joe helped, but he fell in the paint. Joe glowed too. We called our machine Polly the depollutionator. We gave Polly a huge bag of rubbish. She picked it up. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk, clang and clunk, clang and clunk. Polly took the awful junk. Polly ran around in circles. Out came a tiny bag of rubbish. We were amazed. Wow! We gave Polly another huge bag of rubbish. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk, clang and clunk, clang and clunk. Polly took the awful junk. Polly ran around in circles. Out came another tiny bag of rubbish. We ran to get more rubbish. Joe helped, but he had rubbish all over him. Polly looked for more rubbish. Polly went clang, Polly went clunk. She picked up Joe. Oh no! Mr. Lowe talked to the class. Polly was a wonderful machine. She could save the earth. But we had to make Joe big again. We were excited but worried about Joe. We started on a new machine, Polly 2. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed the story. It's a very exciting story, isn't it? I wonder whether Joe can become big again. Let's see. Now, I'm just going to introduce something called sentence strips and a little activity. Now, I'll read out the sentence strips and then we need to decide which one is the first one and we work our way down, okay, using the connectives. We got 2 cones, a box, 2 bowls and some cans. We glued them together to make our machine. We painted our machine. Our machine picked up the rubbish. Making our rubbish machine. And we drew a plan of our machine. So those are the 6 sentence strips. And what we need to do now, we need to sequence the sentence strips. So here are the answers. Making our rubbish machine. This is the title. It's in bold and capital letters for each of the first letters of the word. And it's underlined as well. First, that's the first sentence. So we use the connective first. First, we drew a plan of our machine. Next, we got 2 cones, a box, 2 bowls, and some cans. After that, we glued them together to make our machine. Then, we painted our machine. Finally, the very last action, we use the connective finally. Finally, our machine picked up the rubbish. Okay, I'm going to introduce another little story now called Our Rubber Band Powered Boat. So let's have a look at the title. Our Rubber Band Powered Boat. Last week, Mr. Lowe told us to make a rubber band powered boat. We were very excited. First, Mr. Lowe showed us a rubber band powered boat. It was interesting and we wanted to make it. Next, we sat in pairs and drew a plan of our boat. We used a tablet and took a photo. After that, we watched a video about how to make a rubber band powered boat. We saw what we needed and the steps. Okay, so let's take a look at what we need to make a rubber band powered boat. Now, if you look at this red box here, this rectangle here, we need 2 plastic spoons, 1 plastic bottle, 3 rubber bands, 2 wooden sticks, glue and scissors. Then we got our recycled materials to make our boat. We needed 1 plastic bottle, 2 plastic spoons, 2 wooden sticks, 3 rubber bands, scissors and some glue. Then we followed the steps and watched the video again. Some steps were easy. Some steps were difficult. We cut the bottle, glued the spoons and tied the rubber bands. We worked together. It was fun. Now let's go back to the how to make a rubber band powered boat page. Now we've just covered what we need, yeah? Let's have a look at the steps now, which is the rectangle at the bottom, the red rectangle, the steps. There are 8 steps in total. Let's read them first. Number 1, glue the sticks on the end of the bottle. Number 2, put 2 rubber bands around the sticks. Number 3, cut off the spoon handles. Number 4, glue the spoons together. Number 5, put 1 rubber band around the end of the sticks. Number 6, glue the spoons to the rubber band. Number 7, wind the rubber band a few times. Number 8, test the boat in the water. Finally, we tested our boats. Our boats went very fast. We loved our project. Okay, now here we go. This is the story that I've just read out to you, and it's all on one page. There's no pictures, it's just the text. Now I'm just going to introduce the different parts of this text. Now if we have a look at this part here, this is the title, Our Rubber Band Powered Boat. That's the title, okay? And the orientation consists of questions such as when, who, and what. And that sets out the story. So that's at the very beginning of the story, the first paragraph or the first sentence. And in this case, it's last week, that's when, Mr. Lowe told us, that means Mr. Lowe and the students, that's who, told us to make a rubber band powered boat. That's what. What did they do? We were very excited is also another word, a question word, how. How did they feel? So you can add that in as well. The events part of the story is the middle part, okay? The events, that means what they are doing, what they're doing throughout the story. So some examples, Mr. Lowe showed us a rubber band powered boat. We wanted to make it. We sat in pairs. We drew a plan. We used a tablet. All these verbs and actions. And the personal comment goes at the end. It was fun. That's how they felt about it. And then some information about the boats. They went very fast, and how they feel about the project. They loved the project. We loved our project. Okay, let's just finish off with some identification of keywords in the passage. Starting off with the sequencing words, or you can also call them connectives. First, next, after that, then, and finally. Then has been used 2 times. Followed by action verbs in the past tense, that is showed, watched, got, worked. And some pronouns. We've got us, it, we, our, it, our, we. Okay, just to finish off, the sequencing words are first, next, after that, then, finally. The pronouns that we encountered are it, we, our, and us. And the action verbs in the past tense, showed, watched, followed, cut, glued, worked, tested, got.